Peace. Infinite Waters diving deep once again. We are out here just chillaxing. I got a question in from someone who said that they are going through a kind of awakening, right? They're realizing what they were taught in school may not be the truth. They wanted to know how to know you're going through an awakening. Things aren't what they used to be. Can I get a hello? Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey, because I say about 85% of the deep divers connecting have gone through a massive awakening, right? And what does it feel like? Let me share with you what happened to me. First-hand experience. The first way you know is that you are now at the last stage of the caterpillar. That's not fun. A lot of people going through an awakening realize everything around them is not what it seems to be. Even their own belief system. So you start questioning more. You are stripping away the veil of illusion to move towards the truth. And usually it ends with a breakdown. That's what happened to me along my journey. But the breakdown was the breakthrough. It was almost like a pit stop where you just go to sleep and then you wake up and now you become illuminated, because only in the darkness can you see the stars. You see, a lot of us, we go through life like this. That's how we go through life, just like that. And a lot of people who have experienced a massive awakening have gone like this. Right? Something has happened to you. Some people are in an accident. Some people, they get lost in a wilderness like this, and then they meet the cat down the road. Sometimes you might lose a loved one. You start questioning more about life. Or sometimes you don't have to suffer. You just wake up one day, breathe in that beautiful prana, and say, gosh, yeah, there's more to life. Definitely more to life than we have been told, right? And because you're at the last stage of the caterpillar, you are in that metamorphosis, what the great poet Ovid talked of. You are now coming out of the chrysalis to, once again, become that beautiful butterfly. But just because you have awakened, it doesn't mean you know the totality of the truth, because once again, what helped me along my journey was realizing enlightenment is knowing how much you don't know. I don't know anything. I can live with that, but I know something. Look, the second way I knew was realizing I am not a label. I've been making videos for a long time, right? A lot of people say, gosh, that guy's still spewing. Yeah, I am. That beautiful prana, baby. We're breathing it in beautifully, okay? Now, I am not a label. I'm not a race, a religion, a nationality. I am infinite. I'm a multi-dimensional being having a human experience. Now, a lot of deep divers know this. A lot of people who are diving deep, right? Because when I realized I wasn't this identity I had constructed, the psychologist, the criminologist, the vegan, sounds good, right? But that's not really who I am. So I had to move towards more of the principle of who I am, which is infinite waters, right? We're made up of water. That's why a lot of people, once they've gone through an awakening, their name finds them, not the other way around. You become a principle. Some people say sunshine, the fire woman, earth woman, right? Because now you're not seeing yourself as just this Tom, Sandra. No, you're seeing yourself as an element. Thunder, Thor, you see? They knew it back then. If we go to another way, number 3, is I realized that it's all a game. I'm talking to a good friend. They told me that they found this card on the ground. It was the Joker. What we have done in society is create on top of creation and label it the truth, right? So we build buildings, not realizing the truth underneath the buildings, that these buildings are going to crumble away. We drive cars not realizing we are the car, we are the vehicle. We think we can own property, we think we can own people, when that is the illusion. So whenever you realize that it's all a game, the money game, the food game, even the spirituality game, because you see, we have been bred to compete with one another. Now, I'm not here to tell you I'm a saint, you see, because after your awakening, you only get more crazy. Can I get a hello there? Really crazy. You see, many people I connect with, it's wonderful because there is no hierarchy, right? Everybody's got a unique skill, talent they bring to the table. No one's perfect here. No, but everyone is unique. How about that? Number 4 is that I began to realize early on in my journey that when you go through a massive awakening, it's even going to affect what kind of job you do. Because you see, once you know, you can't go back. You see, a lot of us, we think we can fool ourselves. But when you are awake, now you know there is more. Because you've been living in ignorance, and now you are starting to realize the truth of who you are. So for me, I said, okay, I've got to quit this high-paying job and start diving deep, because I was more in alignment with my true life calling, right? Number 5 is that what's helped me know I'm awakening past this matrix is to realize that beautiful prana, baby. You get drawn to more nature spaces, more ecotherapy. So, in or out, when I say I'm going home, it actually means I'm coming out into nature, baby. Right? When I'm actually going home to my house, I'm out. I'm going out because I'm out of nature. Do you get it? Right? So many people who are awakening, they are earthing, they are planting their feet. They want to go and just emerge, submerge, immerse themselves in nature. Why? Because once again, nature won't lie to you. Computers will. Oh, I like that. Nature won't lie to you. Computers will. But once again, Gaia is the great teacher. I learn all the secrets I know from nature. You see, nature doesn't rush, but everything is accomplished. So whenever you realize that, in a nutshell, nature will take care of you. Nature always does. It heals you mentally, physically, emotionally. Many of us, we're rushing around these jobs every single day, trying to be perfect, never feeling good enough. Nature always accepts you as you are. Plus, you get to see a whole range of beautiful flowers and leaves. Number 6, what helped me along my journey was realizing that the message, okay? You become more message orientated. Now, I realized this because way back in the day, over 10 years ago, I used to record songs every single day. I'm a guitarist, I'm also a producer, and a singer and MC. So I would be making these songs, and as I was going through my awakening, the content of the lyrics was changing. Because when I first started, it was all about, okay, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. But once you are awakening, once you are beginning to pierce the veil of the illusion, the message is the most important thing. Right? You live your message. You embody your message. You now become an example of your message. So now you want to help people. Right? But you can't help people unless you have the strength to help yourself. You see, many people who go through a massive awakening, it may seem quite depressing because once again, there's nothing wrong with being depressed. Depression just means deep rest. But you see, you got to become an alchemist, right? Because there is so much information that's sometimes going to make you raise your eyebrows like this, right? I can't believe that's happening. But when you are going through the whole awakening stage, once again, you realize that you can impact so many different people. That's what I realized along my journey. I don't take it for granted, right? I connect with amazing people every single day. Thank you very much. But it's a gift because once again, the more you share, the more people care. No, the more you share, the more you care. No, the more you share, the more you realize your true calling. Can I get a hello there? Number 7 is that this whole concept of good, bad, good and evil, right? It broadens because, look, what you think is good, someone might think is very evil. What you think is evil, someone might find to be very good. So as you are evolving, growing, having a wider perspective, you get a broader concept of what good and bad is. Right? And it happened to me along my journey. These days, I don't really look for good people or bad people. I always look for the energy, more so the intention. Number 8 is that time ceases to exist. It's almost as if you move out of linear time. Now, because I've been diving deep for so many years, sometimes I forget what day it is. What day is it today? I don't care. Can I get a hello there? That was really fast, right? Because time, you realize this man-made time is a spell. We get locked into the Monday, Tuesday program. When you are awakening, you realize, wait a minute, every day it can be anything you want, right? I'm actually going to do a whole video on the time matrix. That's coming up really soon. Now, when we go to number 9, whatever number we're on, I don't even know. I've stopped counting. Food is information, definitely. You realize that food is everything. Okay, food is not just enzymes, antioxidants. No, food is information. Food is a message. And what helped me along my journey is realizing that, look, a lot of people who are eating a more plant-based diet, that is one of the greatest catalysts for awakening, right? Because food will keep you in balance. Some people say, how can you keep sharing and sharing? I say, well, blame it on the coconuts. Can I get a hello? Blame it on the mango. Blame it on the watercress. Blame it on the kale. Eat well to live well. No, scrap that. Eat well to think well. No, scrap that. Eat well to feel well. Eat well to feel well. And lastly, number 10, what helped me along my journey was realizing there are no accidents. I have realized and connected with people who have changed my whole perspective. That's why I always say I'm still learning, right? And I'm loving to make more mistakes, because every single mistake is a stepping stone to help you become your greatest version. Now, the reason why I say there are no accidents in terms of your relationships, the people you meet, where you are working, if you don't like your job, that there is a lesson for you to learn more about yourself. If you are in a relationship you're not resonating with, once again, that is a lesson for you. I didn't want to hear that though, right? Then I realized there are no accidents in this universe. Why? Because this universe is far too intelligent. So, you surrender. Now, a lot of people who are awakening every single day, because it's like peeling off layers of an exotic fruit. One awakening after another. After another. After another. But it's fun. You see, a lot of people have this concept that people who are going through these awakenings are having a very boring life. But for me, every day is exciting. It's like I'm going on holiday. So many synchronistic experiences, so much sharing, learning, exchanging information. But also, you might just talk to a stranger and not feel awkward, because you realize you've got to let love guide you and not fear. So once again, have a beautiful day. We are breathing in that beautiful prana, baby. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.